Students, let all of you join, then I'll start the class, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Should I start the class, guys? But only 7 of you are there. Will the rest of them join?
मैम रूम तो लॉक हो गया।
हाँ हाँ, रूम वो 5 मिनट बाद लॉक हो जाता है ना। Okay, I'll start with the class, okay? Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can see my screen, right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. We'll start, okay? Okay. So on today is Thursday. So on Tuesday we discussed on the topic histogram processing, right? So do you remember what is histogram? What is a histogram? Do you remember? So initially we spoke on histogram and histogram plotting, right? So histogram is nothing but it is a frequency of occurrence of an event, right? That is the x-axis, it displays the number of events, and the y-axis, it displays the frequency of occurrence of the events, right? Then histogram, why we use histogram processing? Because it with the help of histogram we get to know a lot of information by just looking at the images or see the graphs of the images, right? So it also applies spatial domain technique. Spatial domain technique is nothing but a technique or filtering process which is applied directly on the pixels of the image, right? Then it also represents relative frequency of occurrence of various gray levels. That is, this frequency of occurrence of the image is nothing but the various intensity of the gray levels of the image. And histogram, it can be plotted in two ways. That is, first method, we simply plotted the gray levels in the x-axis and the total number of pixels in the y-axis, right? And in the second method, we simply plotted the gray levels in the same in the x-axis, and we plotted the frequency of the number of pixels in the y-axis, that is probability of occurrence of the pixels, right? So we have two methods, that is, first method is simply plotting the number of pixels in the y-axis, and second method is plotting the frequency of occurrence of the gray levels of the image. Okay, so suppose if we have, say, gray level from 0 to 6, that is total we have 7 gray levels here. So for each gray level, the number of pixels, suppose it is already mentioned. So for these number of pixels, say for gray level 0, if number of pixels is 40, then probability is given by 0.4. How? Like, probability is calculated by the formula number of pixels of the particular gray level by the total number of pixels. Okay, so if number of pixels for a particular gray level, say for gray level 0 is 40, then probability is given by number of pixels, that is nk, in the particular gray level by the total number of pixels, and total number of pixels in the overall image, that is we have 100 here. Okay, so for gray level 0, the probability will be 40 by 100, that is 0.4. So in the same manner, you have to calculate the frequency or probability of occurrence for the other gray level values as well. Okay, so in that manner you get these probabilities here. Then what they're saying is, most of the users, or in particular we use the second type of histogram processing, that is the second method, because second method, it deals with a great value of information. Okay, it deals with a large amount of information, because just by looking at the histograms, you can you can visualize the histograms and you can just tell what all information it is contained there. Say, suppose in this type of histograms, you see this is a dark image, this is a bright image, this is a low contrast image, and this is an equalized image. Okay, and these types of histograms we get after we calculate the probabilities of the events. Okay, so number of pixels will be fixed, you just have to calculate the probabilities, and after calculating the probabilities, these you will get these types of histograms. Okay, then they're saying that the last graph, that is the equalized image, this histogram, it represents the best image, because here it has qualified as a high contrast image. Okay, compared to the other histograms, this equalized image is considered as a high contrast image. So they are trying to develop the other three histograms also in the same manner as the equalized image. So in other words, they are trying to increase the dynamic range of the image. That is, dynamic range means they are trying to increase the intensity value of the image, and equalized image is nothing but you are trying to distribute the intensity value of the pixels in an equalized and distributed manner. That is why it's named as equalized image, and simply it is known as a high contrast image. Okay, then when we talk about histogram processing and we talk about these two methods, also one particular type of concept comes into being. Okay, that is linear stretching. So linear stretching is nothing but it is what it will do. Suppose input graph is given, so when you try to take the output graph, you don't actually change the shape of the input graph, but you just try to expand it. Okay, and how you expand it is by calculating the slope of a straight line. Okay, you just calculate the basic equation of a straight line having a slope, and slope is nothing but it is given by y-axis by x-axis, that is, suppose m equals to y by x, right? So here, say this is this is x, this is y. Okay, so calculate it as S max minus S min. So since we are talking about the intensity level of the image, so we take two values, that is, suppose you can say threshold values. So say threshold values of S maximum, S minimum, R maximum, R minimum, where S and S max and S min simply denotes maximum gray level of the output image and the minimum gray level of the output image as well. Okay, simply again R max and R min of it displays the maximum gray level and minimum gray level of the input image respectively. Okay, so this is about linear stretching. Then this is they are trying to show a histogram using this transformation function, that is S equals to T of R, where T is the transformation function here, and this equation is again expanded to this, that is S max minus S min by R max minus R min. This is the slope into R minus R minimum plus S minimum, and we used this equation of histogram processing to calculate this sum. So do you remember, guys? Can you solve this sum now here? Did you understand this sum previously? Yes, guys, did you understand this sum previously? Did you note this sum down last class? If you have noted it down, then you will remember.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so do you remember the concept of this sum? Orindam, আজিও mute niki? আজিও মাত ওলোৱা নাই? He is messaging. Okay, anyway, can you solve this sum now? Yes, guys, can you solve this sum? See, this sum is very important. Okay, this sum actually consists of 10 marks. Okay, so each and every step is important here. So do you remember this sum? This is simply, it is trying to perform histogram stretching. Okay, this is just about histogram stretching. So what did we do in this sum last class? Suppose gray level, suppose the image here given is having intensity of 0 to 7, that is gray level values from 0 to 7. Okay, and for each gray level, these are the number of pixels denoted for each gray level. Okay, so how did we calculate the histogram stretching to get a new image? That is, solution is, we simply say R minimum, R maximum, S minimum and S maximum, these values are already given. Okay, so using these values, you just have to plot these values in this equation, and this is the equation for the histogram processing, that is S equals to S max minus S min by R max minus R min. This is the slope into R minus R minimum plus S minimum. Yes, so this is already given here, slope. So you just have to
This R minimum, R maximum, it will be given with along with the question, or we have to find.
no, it will be given along with the question.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so this sum is actually very easy. See, already the values are denoted for S and R. You just have to calculate the slope. You have to take out the value of the slope, and then you have to calculate R, because R minimum, R maximum, S minimum, S maximum, these values are already given, and these are the values for S. Okay, so but how you calculate S? Again, you have to first take out the value for R. But see, we have two unknown variables here. Okay, we have two unknown variables here, so it's not possible to calculate in this manner, right? So what we do, since R minimum to R maximum, the range is given from 2 to 6, right? So we calculate it accordingly. So when we take the value of R with these 5 values, that is from 2 to 6, we get the S value here. So do you remember this sum, guys? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So should I explain again or should I leave this sum here?
Ma'am, explain কৰিব লাগে.
Explain kuru. Acha. So see, gray level is given 0 to 7 for this, for a particular image. See, for every image the gray levels will keep on changing, okay, but that is not our concern because already these values will be already it will be displayed here, and along with the minimum and maximum R and S values, okay. We only have to calculate the slope and the value of S, okay. So slope we know now, S max minus S min by R max minus R min. So just keep the values here, that is S max minus S min is 7 minus 0 here, R max minus R min is 6 minus 2 here. So 7 minus 0 is 7, 6 minus 2 is 4. So 7 by 4 is 1.75, okay. Now we have to calculate S value. So we use the previous this equation, okay. So we will use this equation here. So what we do, S equals to this value, that is this equation, into R minus 2 plus 0. So plus 0 is excluded here because it's already 0. So take this equation. So now just form a table here. Consider the value of R from 2 to 6. So when we use this equation for S equals to 7 by 4 into R minus 2, what we get is, simply put value of R equals to 2 in this equation, in this okay, in this equation. So what happens, S by 4 into R minus 2 is 0, that is 0 minus 2 is 2 minus 2 is 0. So this value into 0 is 0. So S here becomes 0, okay. Again, when R equals to 3, keep R equals to 3 here. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So simply this is 7 divided by 4 equals to 1.75. But we can't take this decimal values here, so we round it off to 2, okay. Then again R equals to 4. So keep the value of 4 here. So 4 minus 2 is 2, right? So 2 by 2, so you cross cut this 4, so it becomes 7 by 2, so equals to 3.5. Then again round it off to 4, okay. Keep R equals to 5 this time. So 5 minus 2 is 3, so 7 into 3 is 21. So 21 divided by 4 equals to 5.25. So 0.25 we can't round it off to 3, so this is simply you take 5. If this value is 5 or greater than 5, that is after the point, if the value is greater than or equals to 5, then you can round it off to 6, but this is less than 5, so 5.2 will remain 5, okay. Finally R equals to 6. 6 minus 2 is 4, so 4 cut is equals to 7, and this is S equals to 7, okay. So this is a very simple value, this is a very simple sum, but it comes for 10 marks, okay. So this is about performing histogram stretching so that we get a new image with values with this, okay. Yes guys, clear with this sum? So this class actually, okay, actually this class I'm repeating, okay, because last class many of you couldn't join, and this class is basically based on this two sums, okay. This is the first sum and this is the second sum, okay. So that's why I'm focusing on this class again. So this is the sum. I won't explain these all again. So let's go on with this sum. So this sum, do you remember now guys? Could you follow up with this sum? Suppose this equation histogram is given over here. Again same thing, but number of pixels is a bit bigger here. The value of the pixels is a bit bigger here. Gray level is from 0 to 7, and this is the input graph. That is, this is the given histogram. This is the graph for the given input histogram, and this is the sum. So guys, do you remember this sum? Can you solve it? Or should I explain again? Guys? Yes. If not, I'll go. Hmm? Yes.
Values of the
Ma'am, you should explain because yesterday so many of them they were absent.
Okay. 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 ठीक है. So this is the given histogram. Okay. So this is given here. 0 to 7 gray values, gray level values, and for each gray level we have pixels also plotted here. Okay, but this time you won't be given the values of r minimum, r maximum, s minimum, s maximum, because we have to calculate the probability distribution function and cumulative distribution function over here. Okay, so uh, can you note this down, just this table? Yes, then I can explain you. Quickly note down this table. When you note it down, just tell me, okay? Guys, did you note it down? Hmm? Yes? All of you? Okay. So after noting this table down, let's go on to the solution part. Okay. So just form a table here. Write down the gray level values from 0 to 7, and accordingly write down the number of pixels given again. Okay. So total it up. So when you total this number of pixels together, you get 4096. Okay, now you go on with the probability part. So probability distribution function is nothing but the probability of occurrence or the frequency of the pixels. Okay, so take this pixel, say this is for the first level, that is for gray level 0, we have total pixels 790 and overall total pixel is 4096. So when we calculate the probability is nothing but number of pixels of a particular gray level by the total number of pixels. Yes, you know this value, that is nk by capital N. Okay, so for gray level 0, probability will be 790 divided by 4096, that is we get 0.19. Okay, so again take for gray level 1, simply 1023 divided by 4096, we get it as 0.25. Okay, so calculate it for the rest of the gray levels as well, say for from 2 to 7. So this 850 by 4096 is 0.21, 656 by 4096 is 0.16. Similarly for 4, 5, 6 and 7 you calculate it and you get these values here. Okay, so plot this down. Okay, did you plot it down? Then consider these values as from P0 to P7. Okay, say for gray level 0 you consider probability as P0, that is P0. So P0 is 0.19, P1 is 0.25, P2 is this up to P7, that is P base 7. Okay, that is 0.02. Okay, so P0 to P7 you consider here. Now let's calculate cumulative distribution function. So cumulative distribution function, suppose C0. Okay, so again C0, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, that is base. Okay, C base 0, C base 1, C base 2, in that way. So how we got this part? Say consider, suppose for gray level 0. So for gray level 0, C0 equals to P0. Simply C0 equals to P0. Then C1 equals to P1 plus C0. Okay, just write it down. Okay, because now in online mode it is very difficult to explain actually. Okay, no board, nothing, so just jot it down as like just as I'm saying, just note it down. Okay, then it becomes easy. So C0 equals to P0. This is C1. How we get C1? So C1 equals to P1 plus C0. Okay, and C2 equals to P2 plus C1. Did you get the concept, guys? Yes, no, anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so finally you got this. So cumulative distribution function is also this. In this manner you have to calculate. Okay, that is C0 equals to P0, C1 equals to P1 plus C0, then C2 equals to P1 plus C1, in that way. So accordingly you get these values. Okay, now let's come on to this part. Again you have to calculate with the overall gray levels into the cumulative distribution function. So overall gray level here is 0 to 7, that is total we have 8, and from 0 to 7 we have total 8 values. So L equals to 8, total number of gray level, that is maximum gray level is 8. Yes, so 8 minus 1 is equals to 7. So consider this as 7 for overall cumulative distribution. So 7 into CDF. So suppose 7 into CDF means, say CDF of gray level 0. So 7 into CDF of 0 is 7 minus 7 into 0.19. So we get 1.33. Again 7 into CDF of 1 is 7 into 0.44 is this. Then 7 into 0.65 is this. 7 into 0.81 is this. And accordingly 7 into 1.0 is 7. So this is overall cumulative distribution function. And finally you calculate S. That is the output histogram. Okay, that is the output gray level intensity. That is, we consider it as SK. Okay, this is the output image, RK is the input image. That is nothing but input image, intensity level of input image. This is intensity level of the output image. So SK equals to, just round this off. Okay, so 1.33. So what did I say? If it is equals to or less than equals to or greater than 5, then we consider this as 2. We round it off to 2, but this is neither equals to or greater than 5, so this is 1.33. So we consider this as 1. Same thing, 3.0 we consider as 3. 4.5, so we consider this as 5. 5.6 greater than 5, so this is 6. 6.23 less than 5, so 6. 6.6 rounded off to 7. 6.86 rounded off to 7, and 7 remains 7. So this is the overall intensity level of the output image. Okay, so this is the intensity in number of pixels for input image, that is intensity level of pixels for the input image. So in output image, when we calculate the probability and the cumulative distribution function, the output of the intensity level changes. How? Say this 790 was denoted for gray level 0. Remember? See, for 790 this was noted for gray level 0, but now 790 has changed to the gray level 1, because this is the input gray level for output image. This is the intensity value of the output image. So for input image it was 0. So for 0 it was 790. Now it has shifted to gray level 1. Okay, so see, for 0 number of pixels has become 0, 790 has shifted to gray level 1. See the output image, okay, don't confuse with the input. Then for gray level 1 it was 1023, right? But now 1023 has shifted to gray level 3. So for gray level 2 we have nothing, so it is 0. Okay, now for gray level 2 it was 850, right? But now it has become 0 because 850 has shifted to the gray level 5. So see, 850 has shifted to gray level 5, so 850 is in 5. This is the modified image, okay? Input is this, output is this. So number of pixels it remains the same, only that it shifts accordingly to the output intensity level. Okay, so for for 4 it was 329, but here there is no 4, that is gray level 4 is not there, so number of pixels becomes 0 for 4. Then 850 it has shifted to 5. Yes, so then 5. So for 5 we had 245. Okay, we had number of pixels 245, but 245 it has shifted to 7. Okay, before that 329 it was in gray level 4, but 329 now it has shifted to 6. Also 656 which was in 3, it has shifted to gray level 6. So 656 plus 329 it has shifted to the gray level output 6. Okay, and finally for 5, 6 and 7 we had values 245, 122 and 81, but these input intensity value has shifted to the gray level output of 7. So this 7 has 245 plus 122 plus 81. So this is the modified image or modified histogram for the input value of this. So input value, so graph was in this manner, now the graph will be in this manner. Why we are performing this? Because we want an equalized histogram, that is it wants to distribute the intensity value in an uniform way, in an equalized manner. Okay, and total remains 4096, only that it has shifted accordingly. So this is the original image. So this is the graph, this is the histogram for the original image, and this is the graph or the histogram for the modified image. Okay, this input graph it was okay, only that for gray level 0 it was a bit down here, the rest it was in uniform way. So because of this gray level 0 it has modified, it has tried to modify, and it has got this modified image or the histogram. Okay, so it has distributed evenly according to the equation, that is according to histogram processing. This is the equalized histogram. Okay, so did you get this sum now? This is also very important. These two sums are very important. It's easy if you remember the equation accordingly, but it carries 10 plus 10 20 marks. Okay,
Ma'am, session দিব নেকি address?
sessional নিদো দিয়া, sessional to তোমালোকৰ কেনেকুৱা, for sessional I think it will be for 10 or 20 marks. And again see, in final also if this thing keeps on happening online, so for final also you will get this again 1 mark, 2 mark, 4 marks, 7 marks in that manner. Okay, but last semester what happened, we did not know that we will have online exam, right? So teachers, what did they do? They tried to, till March what did we do? Till March we tried to use pen and paper method only, right? So accordingly, but after that online exam took place, and in online exam what did they do? They kept it for 1 mark, 2 mark, 4 mark, 5 marks. So it was very difficult. So this time what we are doing, we are trying to explain it from the starting only. So this is for 10 marks, but remember, if it is for online exam, you will just get the question as this. Okay, you will just get the question as this, and options you will get it. Suppose this is one option, so it will be asking you that this is the input histogram for okay, how will the question be? Okay, it will be given like given is the following histogram, given is the value for the following histogram. So what will be the output? So output will be, suppose this is one graph. Okay, second, again I will give you this graph. 3 and 4 will be some other graphs. So what you have to do, you have to calculate the graph. This thing you have to calculate, and you will have to take out the correct graph. So it may be this, it may be this, and two more options will be there. Time, it will be time consuming as well, but we will see to that. Okay, I'll give you hints before the exam that these 2 or 3 questions will come. So accordingly, you just see the answers beforehand. Okay, so in that manner it will be given. So we don't know this time if it will be online, if it will be offline. The people are saying after 30th September colleges will reopen, but let's see. Okay, so accordingly you just jot down the sums. These 2 sums are very important. Okay, so did you get this sum, guys? Okay, okay. This was a repetition of the previous class only. uh, Again we meet on Monday, right? Actually I had two other slides today. I had to spatial filtering. I was supposed to explain spatial filtering today. Then this sum as well. One more sum I have today. Then this also I had to explain. Anyway, okay guys, let's stop it for here today, because this meeting will already be over. So how many of you are present today? All of you, I guess, excluding Safikur.
All, yes, ma'am. All of us.
Yes, ma'am. Okay guys, thank you. The meeting is about to end in a minute, so we'll meet in next class. Okay, if you have any doubts, kindly ping me in the group. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.